While much of our attention has been on the success of the yes vote to legalize same-sex marriage, late last night the New South Wales Upper House voted down a bill focusing on another important social reform. The Voluntary Assisted Dying Bill, 2017, failed by 20 votes to 19. While assisted dying and marriage equality involve different rights and affect separate community groups, they have much in common. Opinion polls have consistently shown majority support for both issues, with the latest figures at 61.6% for same-sex marriage, AB survey, and 85% for assisted dying, Roy Morgan poll. In spite of this, our elected members of Parliament have repeatedly rejected bills seeking to make them legal, in the case of voluntary assisted dying, on more than 30 occasions. For both issues, precedents have been set around the world, and the dire consequences warned of by opponents have failed to eventuate. Same-sex marriage is available in 23 countries, including New Zealand, the United Kingdom, the United States, South Africa, Canada and Ireland. Voluntary assisted dying is legal in 8 countries, including Switzerland, the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Canada, Colombia, Germany and 6 American states. The U.S. state of Oregon, which has had assisted dying laws similar to those proposed in New South Wales and Victoria for more than 2 decades, serves as a model of a safe and effective framework. Both marriage equality and assisted dying are human rights issues that center on personal autonomy, the rights of the individual to make decisions about their own lives. Contrary to cataclysmic warnings of opponents, neither curtail the freedoms of those who oppose them. Individuals who abhor the concept of same-sex marriage will remain free to live their lives in accordance with their own values and traditions, while those who reject the concept of voluntary assisted dying would be free to not seek a medically assisted death. For both issues, arguments against law reform have focused on unsubstantiated claims and fear-mongering. In the case of same-sex marriage, we are told that the morals of the minority will be imposed on the majority, freedom of speech and religious freedoms will be curtailed, the institution of marriage will be devalued and a new stolen generation of children of gay couples will become its ill-fated victims. On assisted dying, opponents argue that doctors will become killers, elder abuse will flourish, the old, sick and vulnerable will be pressured to end their lives, and through a process of suicide contagion, rates of youth suicide will escalate. In spite of evidence that in overseas countries legalization of assisted dying has been accompanied by an increase in funding for palliative care, we are told that palliative care will be starved of resources. The slippery slope argument has been used for both issues, with some claiming that legalization of same-sex marriage will lead some people to want to marry animals or inanimate objects, while assisted dying will start out voluntary but end up involuntary. Significantly, both matters share the same opponents.